Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching a Robin Reads. First a disclaimer. I didn't put up a videos on Sunday because I wasn't feeling the best and I actually was planning to do a reading vlog for the reading rush today, so you will see this on Wednesday. So on Wednesday I was planning to upload a reading vlog, but that didn't happen because I didn't read and I wasn't really feeling well. And I didn't really have the inspiration, but now my inspiration is a little bit back. And the second thing I want to mention was that as you can see, I have a very different background. And that is because I think I mentioned this in my last video, but we are probably moving. Well, we are moving, but it depends on how fast things going, if you are moving fast or whatever. And a lot of people on booktube do pre-filming for these kind of things, but for me it was very sudden, and also I don't really have very much time to do like pre-filming or anything, so that didn't happen. But therefore my room looks like this. I can show you a bit what it looks like. Yeah, I just going to do this. This is my room right now. And you won't be seeing the hallway, but that's also just a disaster. That's what it is. I'm just going to say that I'm stressed a lot, and right now it's going better, but we shall see if I upload or not. Just be patient with me, it will be fine, but we just shall see. But for today's video I had a very nice idea. I think so, but as you saw in the title, it's called Pairing Celebrities with Books. And this way I can show you what kind of music I like and what kind of actors/actresses I like. So you get to know me a bit. Just pairing them with books. I don't really know them that well, of course, but we shall see how that goes. I have 8, I think, 4 singers and 4 actors or actresses. And just let's get started, I think. Just a disclaimer, I only use the books that I own, so because I thought that would be fun to do. So a couple of these books are maybe a bit more weird, but I just will explain as we go. So the first one is the one that is always hanging on my wall and is now gone from my wall. And that is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is my favorite performer, favorite singer of all time. I have been a fan of his for years now, from when I was 11, so that was 10 years ago, 10, 11, and that was a year before he died, actually, which was pretty unfortunate. But I have 2 books for him. One of them is more, the first one is pretty more his, I think his, how do you call it, character and stuff, and that is Peter Pan. I think you know that Michael Jackson is very much like a child within, so therefore I picked this book. I just really also want to show you my favorite books. So this is one of my favorites, one of my favorite classics, and I just love this. So therefore I chose this one. And the second one is this one, Tales of Mystery and Imagination by Edgar Allan Poe. I haven't actually read this one, but I want to bring this one up because this is horror, I think. And I don't read horror, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. But let me know down below if this is very scary or not. Because I actually enjoy like ghosty kind of stories, but not like the horror type. And I chose this one because Michael Jackson is a very big fan of horror, and he just loves it. As you can see in the video clip Thriller, you see there that he just, how he watches a scary movie, that's how he watches a scary movie. And yeah, this Thriller is basically also that you can see that he just loves it. So yeah, those are the two books I chose for him. And then I'm not going to edit this, so I'm just gonna do this, okay? So the second singer I want to talk about is Freddie Mercury. I have been a fan of Queen for quite some time, but when I saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, it just really sparked up my fandom, basically, and yeah, I just love them. And also because I watched the movie, yeah, Freddie Mercury has like sort of special place in my heart. I just really like him a lot. And the book I chose is this one, Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I chose this book because I think Freddie Mercury has had a very difficult coming out story. I'm not sure how it went, but I think like, yeah, the paparazzi and stuff just outed him pretty much. And yeah, I think that is a bit similar to this book. Probably you all know what this book is about, but this is about Simon, and he is closeted, but he really feels that there's something going on with him, and he meets this guy on the internet and they have a connection. But some guy at his school finds this out and wants to out Simon. So that's basically what the story is about, and I really love this book. The movie was also just great and awesome, and yeah, it's just, I think it might be similar to Freddie Mercury's coming out story. Then the next singer I want to talk about is David Bowie. And yeah, I really like David Bowie. His music is just awesome, and I think he's also one of those people I really admire because he just is himself, and I just love that when people do that. And I chose a book for this. Well, I'm just going to show you. The Person Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And this is one of my favorite books of all time. And that is because I really feel with the main character, Charlie, right? Yeah, Charlie. I haven't read this in like years, so maybe I'm going to reread it. But yeah, why I chose this one for David Bowie is because I think David Bowie there are three characters in this book. You have Charlie, the main character, and his two friends. And yeah, I just really think that David Bowie is like all of them. He is like Charlie, like he has a but sort of difficult life, and I think also probably like a little bit mental health problems. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I really feel like maybe that's the case. The friend of Charlie is gay, so I think David Bowie was bisexual. And then his other friend is a girl, and I think the kindness of her and stuff, I think really portrays David Bowie. So therefore I chose this book. And then the last singer I want to talk about is Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is also one of my favorite singers. I really find his music just soothing and just fun to listen to. And therefore I chose a book that is fun. and that is this one, Beetle Boy by M.G. Leonard. This is probably like my favorite middle grade story. I read this a couple of years ago, and I really need to reread it again and read the rest of the series, because there apparently is a series of this, and I didn't know that. But yeah, this book is very fun and light and adventurous, and I think Ed Sheeran is also that kind of person. So yeah, therefore I chose this book for him. Really like the spine as well, by the way. It's just a great book. So therefore I chose that one for Ed Sheeran. Then onto the actors. The first one is probably my favorite actor. I don't know, but she is my favorite actress, for sure, of all time, and that is Emma Watson. Of course, I saw her in the Harry Potter movies, and I just really liked her, and also in other movies, she's just great, and I think she is just really kind and just awesome. And the book I chose for her is one that really is a book for book lovers, because I know that Emma Watson is a book lover, and she also has a book club. So therefore I picked this one, Inkheart. This is the Dutch edition. This series was my favorite series of all time. When I was younger, I reread the first book in English last year, and it didn't really hold up. So it isn't anymore, but it really was. And this book is really for book lovers, because I can show you just the first page or something. What they do in every chapter is, yes, yeah, you can, it's in Dutch, but you can see it here. This is a quote from one of the books, a book. This is a quote from the book by Lucy Boston. I'm not sure which book that is, but and they do that in every chapter. So, for example, The Once and Future King by T.H. Something White, maybe. The King Arthur story, they mentioned in this and stuff like that. So this is really a book lover's book, and I think Emma Watson is also a book lover, so therefore I chose this one. Then probably my favorite actor of all time, and this is going to be a bit of a weird book, but I will explain. So probably my favorite actor of all time is Johnny Depp. I just love him. I know, I just really connect with him or something, and the Pirates of Screaming movies are one of my favorites, and just also other movies, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and stuff. Just, I think he's just amazing. And the book I chose, which is probably weird, but I chose The Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. This is the second book in the Hannibal Lecter series. I have talked about the series, I think, on my channel before. If not, I'm probably going to do a hyping up books episode for this series, because I really liked it. And yeah, I chose this book because, yeah, it might seem weird to connect Johnny Depp with Hannibal Lecter. But Hannibal Lecter, I saw him first in the series Hannibal with Mick Mickelson, which is also one of my favorite actors. But I think just Hannibal Lecter is really cool, as in he's just really cool, and he is really smart and very mysterious. And I think Johnny Depp is also really mysterious. I don't know, I think he's a bit more close off, and I don't know, I just think this is a good, sort of a good book to choose for him. But actually I just didn't have anything else that I thought, yes, that's a good one. So the next actor is also one of my favorite actors, of course, and that is, how do you say it in English? I don't know, I'm just gonna say it, Rami Malek. I just pronounce it that way always. And I chose this book for him, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander, or aka J.K. Rowling. This is the how do you call it? Drawn edition or something. For example, this. Super cool. I actually got 2 editions of this book because I also have the Hogwarts library. But I really like this one as well, so therefore I kept this one. I chose this one for Rami Malek because I think he is a very special person, just really kind, and yeah, basically a fantastic beast because he is just awesome. And not the beast, but just because he's awesome. And I also think he is a little bit similar to Newt Scamander because he's, the way he, talks and also just portrays himself, and also the humor he got and stuff like that. So therefore I chose this book for him. And then on to the last one. And the last one is also one of my favorite actresses, and that is Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts I just love because of all her movies. Notting Hill, Pretty Woman, I just love them all. They're just awesome. And also maybe a strange choice, but I chose this one. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr or something. And I chose this one because I think this book is beautiful. It's complex and it's hard-hitting. And I think Julia Roberts is also beautiful and a complex person, I think. I don't really know her, of course, but I think complex. And hard-hitting in the way that she also does hard-hitting movies really well. For example, the movie Wonder. I just loved her in that, and I think she did that very well. And I just love this book. This is probably my favorite historical fiction book. And that's it, basically. Those were all the celebrities I want to talk about today and all the books. And for the descriptions of these books, I will just link everything down below so you can see what they're all about. And, wow, my hair is like doing weird stuff. Yeah, better. And that was basically my video. I hope you are doing well. Just talk to me in the comments. How are you doing? Are you holding up? I'm a bit stressed. Not only because of moving, but also because of the situation. That is it for today. I will see you in my next video. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe. And I will see you later.